Hello, Kat here. In this video, I'm going to share with you three important sales psychology secrets. If you're a business owner or if you're wanting to be in business, it's so important that you learn how to sell properly. There are really only two things that people get wrong when it comes to selling. The first thing is they don't do enough of it. They really just don't get it in front of enough people and they don't sell themselves enough. The other problem is that people sell too much and they're too pushy and they put people off. So those are the two main problems that I see when people are wanting to build their business and grow their business and make more money and help more people, is they either just avoid sales completely. They don't want to come across as pushy or rude or demanding or sleazy, or they come across in those ways and they put people off. So I'm sure you fit somewhere in that spectrum. Now really, when it comes to business success, there's only one reason that businesses fail, and that is not enough sales. And there's one reason that businesses succeed, and that's because they have enough sales. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to it than that, but ultimately, if you don't have enough sales, if you don't have the skill of selling authentically and selling genuinely, then your business isn't going to last, and you're going to be back working for someone else, doing something that you potentially don't like, and not living your dreams. So if you want to help more people, if you want to make a bigger difference in the world, sales is one of the most important skills that you can develop. Sales has helped me improve my confidence. It's helped me improve, grow as a person. It's helped me to face rejection. It's helped me to understand human psychology so much better. It's helped me to help more people because I'm able to build a genuine connection with people and not try and push or convince people, or basically try and sell people something that they don't want. So I'm assuming a few things here when I'm sharing these psychology tips, is that first of all, you genuinely want to help people, you want to make a difference, you're only selling something that people need and want. You're not trying to sell them something that they don't need and they don't want. That is manipulation. We're not trying to persuade and fully convince people of what we're offering. We're helping them to come to the right decision for them. So when you reframe the word sales from sleazy, cheesy, pushy car salesman, that type of language, to one of sales is healing, sales is service, sales is matchmaking, finding a match, helping someone match from where they are to where they want to be and improve the quality of their lives. Thanks for joining me, those of you who are on here live. So I'm going to go through three psychology sales tips, or sales psychology tips, and these are going to help you to be able to not only build genuine conversations with people and help them get more of what they want, but also to be able to help people to buy what it is that you're offering. So in some cases, you're not going to be a match, and you can just genuinely tell them, hey, we're not a match. But if they are a match, I want to help you break down how to present your offerings and your opportunities and your invitations in a way that's compelling, that's appealing, and it's not pushing people away. So there's there's loads that I can talk about when it comes to sales. There's so many things that we can do when we talk about overcoming objections, the frames, whoever holds the frame holds the most power. We can talk about, how to set up the sale, how to sell on video, email, through Facebook ads, all of that is selling. So there's so much to sales. But what I want to talk to you is really three mindsets that you need to go into a sale with. Three psychology secrets, or call them secrets, but really they're tips that just a lot of people aren't actually applying. They're not doing a great job of it. So if you get these right, you're going to really position yourself as separate to your competitors and position yourself in the marketplace as valuable, as the authority, and as an expert in your niche. Number one sales psychology secret is questions are the answer. questions are the answer. So 80% of your sales conversation, let's say you're on a discovery session or a clarity session or a strategy session with one of your clients, and I'm going to assume that you're in a one-to-one conversation here, because there's a completely different way of selling if you're selling from a stage, if you're selling from a webinar, if you're selling on video, if you're selling through a sales letter or a sales email, or written sales. So I'm sharing from the point of view of having a one-on-one conversation with someone. 80% of that conversation should be questions. So I was trained by Les Mills, the gym Les Mills, when I started out as a personal trainer. Les Mills, their big goal, their big, hairy, audacious goal, their BHAG, is to be the best gym in the world. So their systems were immaculate, and that's where I first learned sales, when I was in my mid-20s, when I first became a personal trainer. They taught me an amazing script that helped me as a personal trainer. If I just followed the script, I knew my conversion rate would be really high. And a lot of their script was questions. And I remember thinking, wow, this is so different to what I thought sales would be, because my experience of sales was buying from people, and most people who had sold things like clothes or things that I bought in a shop, they hadn't asked me many questions. But selling a service, like selling yourself, selling a product that you're offering, for example, a course, a program, an event, if you're like an expert in your field, you're a coach, you're a personal trainer, you are a chiropractor, you sell beauty treatments, whatever it is that you sell as a service, when you're selling your service, you really need to ask the person a lot of questions, because you don't want to start talking about what you do, you don't want to start talking about what you offer before you really understand that person. And this is the biggest mistake that most people make. They don't get to know the person, they don't get to understand the person, they really don't tailor the sale for that specific person. They just start talking about them and their product and what they're offering, their service. So I want to give you some examples of really powerful questions that you can use in your sale. The first one is, what is most important to you? What is most important to you? What is your priority? If you talk to people about their priority, about their most important, what's most important to them, you're going to find that they will really open up to you. Because you're not just saying, hey, what's your goal? Sometimes it's hard for people to answer. What's your goal? Not everyone has a goal. In fact, a lot of people don't. But they really understand that they have a challenge. And if you talk to them about their biggest challenge, they will know their challenge pretty intimately. They will be able to talk about that. So you want to ask questions that are easy to answer. The things that most people think about are their biggest problems. So they are well versed in that, and they will easily be able to talk to you about it. So I ask, hey, what's going on for you at the moment? Describe your current situation. Tell me about it. Tell me more about it. And I love using the words, tell me more. Oh, wow, that's so interesting. Could you expand on that? Tell me more about that. And I just keep going deeper and deeper and getting them to talk more and more and more about their current challenge. You don't want to talk about all of their problems. You just want to talk about their most important problem. If you can help them solve their most important problem, then money, time, all their other objections pretty much get handled, because that is their priority at the moment. Other powerful questions is, I like asking, what are you looking for in a, so it might be in a coach. What are you looking for in a psychologist? What are you looking for in a solution to, I don't know, getting your baby to sleep? What are you looking for? Because they're going to tell you what they're looking for. So when you make your offer, you can tell them, yeah, absolutely, I can help you with that. I can offer you what you're looking for. And so you're not trying to convince them of something that they haven't said they're looking for. You're asking them what they are looking for. And if that's a match, it's a beautiful experience. It's almost like you don't have to sell. They actually want to buy. Now, I also like to say, why is that important to you? Tell me, I'm just curious, why is that so important to you? Or why is that a priority for you right now? So you want to put some urgency around it. You want to show them that this is important to them, and find out from them, you know, what it's costing them You know, what is that costing you? What are the consequences if you don't fix this? It's another power question that I ask people. What, you know, if you don't fix this, what's your business going to look like in the next 6 months? What's it going to look like in 12 months? If you don't sort out this issue in your marketing, you know, where are you going to be in the next 3 years? So make sure you ask a consequences question if they don't solve this problem. You're not saying if you don't buy my stuff, you're just saying if you don't solve this problem, you know, what's the consequence? And I also say, you know, what if you were to solve this problem, how would that improve your life? How would that improve the quality of your life? Because if you can remind people of why it is important to them right now and bring that top of mind, then it's almost like they just sell themselves into it. You don't have to talk them into anything, because they are reminding themselves why it's so important to get from where they are to where they want to be, and it will help them with that challenge that's in the way. So there's a really simple formula I use. It's A, B, C. So I say, where are you now? And I just get a really good picture of where they are right now. I'll say, tell me about it. Tell me more about that. Describe that to me. What's it costing you? How's it affecting you? How's it affecting your health? How's it affecting your family? How's it affecting your work? And I just get a really good picture. I ask loads of questions about where they are. Then I ask questions about where they want to be. Describe it to me. You know, paint a picture for me. Tell me, you know, once you solve this problem, what will life be like for you? And so I really take time talking about where they want to be and what that's going to be like for them. So where are you? Where do you want to be? And then the C is, what's the challenge? What is in the way? What is that mountain that you have to climb? And how can I support you to climb that mountain? So ABC. It's really nice, simple framework that you can think of when you're going into a sale. I've got a whole longer template and a script that I give to my private clients to help them. But in terms of just, you know, you might be out on the street chatting to someone and they start talking to you about their issue and you know that you can help them with it. Just think ABC. Where are they? Where do they want to be? What's the challenge? And really just keep expanding on the questions on that. Hello, nice to have you on here. I'd love it if you pop in the comments. What's your location? Where are you joining us from? That would be lovely. I'd love to hear where you're joining us from. So number 1, questions are the answer. Number 2, sales psychology secret. You are the prize. You're the prize. You are the prize. So write that down and say, I'm the prize. Remember, there's thousands of them. There's thousands of people that you could potentially help. There's only one of you. So your time is limited. If you're selling to someone one-on-one, you've only got a certain amount of appointments and spaces in your calendar that you can fit. And you don't want to fit in there people that are going to muck you around, people that aren't going to take you seriously, people who aren't committed. You don't want to fill your calendar with what I call no clients. You only want to fill your calendar with yes clients, people who really love working with you, who respect you, who trust you. You don't want to be taking on all these clients just to have money. You know, money is a commodity. Money you can get from any ATM in the world, but no one can get you except from you. So I want you to remember that you are the prize. You're the prize. So you don't want to go in with this really strong I need you energy, this desperate energy. If you think of predator and prey, you know, predator runs after prey, prey runs away. Predator, if you're the predator and you're coming chasing them, they're the prey, they're going to run away. But if you come in and you're totally neutral and you're not chasing and you have what I call pull energy, where you're like the magnet and they are being attracted to you, you're not pushing. Something I teach a lot is about how to sell authentically without coming across as pushy. Because that's the biggest objection that I hear people say, is that they don't want to come across as pushy. So don't be pushy. Please don't be pushy. Be pull. Have pull energy. Be pulley. I don't think that works. But you want to think, I'm the prize. I'm just going to stand. I'm not going to lean into it in terms of your language, in terms of your literally your body language. But if you're the prize, think of a cat. A cat doesn't come running up to you unless you've got a crazy cat, which some of you might. But most cats, they just sit, they wait for you to pet them, and they know that they are the prize. Whereas the dog, think of a really excited dog that comes hurling at you. Play with me, I love you, I love you. You don't want to be the dog, right? You want to be the cat. Be the cat. So you're the prize, you're the cat. Just stay solid, stay neutral, stay grounded, and remember that you don't want to try and convince people. You want to find people who are already convinced and that you're just helping them move through any kind of fears or limiting beliefs that are stopping them from improving their life. So that's number 2, you're the prize. Number 3, the goal is matchmaking. The goal is matchmaking. Hello, Barbie. Hello, Mel. Hello, Ross. Thanks for joining me. So good to have you on here. Where are you joining us from? Pop it in the chat box. So if the goal is matchmaking, the goal isn't to try and sign up everyone who you talk to, because your client, your ideal client, is not everyone. You don't want to take people just for the money. You want to take people who you know you can really help. You can actually get a transformation. That's going to help you with your testimonials. That's going to help you with your credibility and your confidence. So you don't want to just think, oh, I've got to convince all these people. You don't. Wait for the right clients. Wait for your yes clients. That is why it is so important that you know your ideal client. It's so important. If you don't know who your ideal client is and who you're going after, and I don't mean women in Sydney from 30 to 40. That's not an ideal client. Your ideal client, you know them intimately, you know their fears, their frustrations, their dreams, their desires. You know their problem better than they do. You can describe it to them better than they do. The person who understands their ideal clients the best win. If you can understand your ideal client better than your competitors, you will win, hands down. And if you can show them and communicate that you understand them, you win. So the goal is matchmaking. So you're not trying to convince, you're trying to see if you are a match. That is the goal of the sales conversation. The goal is to find out what their needs are, find out if you're the right fit for them, and see if you're a match made in heaven. So if you approach the sales conversation that way, whereas they don't need you, you don't need them, because there's lots of other people that you can help, but they need you because there's only one of you, right? So you've got to remember that when people come to you, they're expecting you to try and sell to them, like to try and push your stuff on them, right? So when you don't do that, when you just ask questions, when you almost metaphorically lean back, you can literally lean back, but when you actually lean back and you just ask questions and you get to know them and you find out what their needs are and you don't prematurely try and solve their problems, they will actually lean into you. That's that pull energy, that magnetizing. So if you go into the sales conversation whereas they need me rather than me needing them, you won't come across as fluffy and desperate and trying to change their mind. You're just on a mission to be a matchmaker. So these 3 sales secrets, these are the mindset that you want to go into the sale with. There's lots more unpacking and things that you need to do to really understand sales psychology, but those are 3 mindsets that you kind of need to have that frame when you're going into the sales conversation. So I'm just going to recap. Number 1, questions are the answer. 80% of your sales calls should be questions. Number 2, you're the prize. You are the prize. So make sure you position yourself as the prize. One of you, thousands of them. And number 3, the goal is matchmaking. The goal is to see whether you're a fit, and if you are a fit, you present to them the opportunity to improve their life, to improve the quality of their life. If you're not improving the quality of their life, then you shouldn't be selling to them. So it's actually quite simple. It can be quite fun. It doesn't need to be stressful. I used to really stress about sales. Now I love sales. Sales is an opportunity for someone to change their life. So I love it. I love any opportunity that I get to sell something that's going to change someone's life. I don't view it as pushy, manipulative, or anything like that, because that's not my heart. That's not my intention going into a sales conversation. And people feel that. And they often say, how do I buy from you? They actually ask me, rather than me saying, you know, are you interested in buying this thing? I actually usually wait till they ask me how to work together. And, you know, a lot of people that I talk to, I don't make them offers because they're not, I can sense that they're not the ideal client. And because I know that I'm only after a certain amount of one-on-one clients, that there's strict criteria that they have to fill in order to be offered a space in my calendar. So they have to be committed. They have to be willing to learn and change. They have to be open-minded. They have to trust me and respect me. And in turn, I will do the same for them. So I want you to think of it when you go into these sales, the psychology as, you know, I'm going to give everything I can to this, and if it's a match, they'll match. If not, I will suggest someone who is a better match. So it takes the pressure off. It's a much more fun way of selling, and it will help you be less nervous, more relaxed, more comfortable, more yourself, more genuine, and it's actually really fun. Hello, George. Thanks for joining. Where are you joining us from, George? Ross is in Manly. Ross, I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. You're coming to the event. So on that note, I have an event coming up. If you want to take your sales skills to that masterful level, no matter where you are in your sales journey, we can always improve our sales skills for the rest of our life because it's people skills. It's not just sales skills, it's actually communication skills. And that's something that we can improve on for the rest of our life. We can improve our non-verbal communication. We can improve the things that we're actually saying. We can improve the way we say it. So our tonality, our body language as well. So if you want to be masterful at sales, if you want to learn some strategies to get you to that next level, I'm running an event. It's free in Sydney on Thursday, the 8th of August. So for most of you, it's either tomorrow night, or if you're watching the replay, it could even be tonight. It's not too late to join. It is in the city. I've just had a mind blank of the address. 197 Pitt Street. I'll pop the link in anyway so that you can check it out. So there are limited spaces and we're getting pretty full. So this is kind of your last opportunity to grab your seat and come and join, totally free. And there's refreshments, there's like-minded entrepreneurs that you get to connect with. But most importantly, you'll walk away with authentic selling strategies. So some of the more deep stuff, like more high-level advanced stuff that you may not have heard before, and also things that you might have already heard before, but you get to practice it, you get to take it to the next level and become more masterful at it. So how to sell authentically without coming across as pushy or nervous or awkward or all those other things that can kind of go with selling. So if you want to be like a standout person in your niche, if you want to be known as the expert, as the one that people chase, rather than you being chased, then come and join me. I'd love to see you. Click on the link and join us. And other than that, I'd love it if you just give me some love, share in the comments which was your favorite tip. Was it questions are the answer? Are you going to apply that one? You're the prize, or the goal is matchmaking? If you're watching in the comments, just put #replay. I'd love it if you pop your favorite tip in there. Any other tips that you have found has really helped you be a genuine, authentic salesperson. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Also, if you have any questions, please pop it in the comments. I answer every question. And if you're watching the replay again, just pop #replay and I will answer your questions as well. Those of you on live, thank you for joining me. It was so great to have you on here live. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for the love. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Bye.